Hello friends, welcome back. It's BigDenoPlays, Earthborne Rangers. We've got the hair out. We're in serious mode. We're on day four of this wonderful campaign so far. And I will definitely say that last day, the last episode, was when I started to feel the love again for Earthborne Rangers. It was a great moment. We're in the midst of trying to rescue. We've only got Quizzy left to rescue, but Cal and Harlan we've saved. Quizzy, the littlest one, we've got to rescue her. She's trapped underneath the rubble because Solaro Mako turned on the ziggurats. What a guy! What a guy. So the mission that we're currently on is called Buried Survey Team, and this deck that I am shuffling includes a couple of things, but this deck here that we're shuffling is the Find Quizzy deck, as I like to call it. All right, we are here at the Scuttler Network, trying to rescue her. We're doing our very best. Yeah, it was great. We've got Glitter Rain as well now, so we're in the underground and we've got Glitter Rain. How does that work? Add a runoff to this card. Each ranger suffers 1 fatigue. If there are 5 or more runoff, flip this card. For the remainder of this test, all areas count as illuminated. Awesome. Okay, so our starting hand, we have a Circuitous Route, Quiet, yes. Iron Will Cap, yes. Light as a Feather, Shape the Earth, and Eagle Eye. Probably that's the only one I don't want. I've got a great deck, by the way, so... Oh, double Shape the Earth, that's fine. I'm really happy with my deck. It's a really lot of fun to play, and I like it. That's excellent. Okay, so we are here in this little underground place. We have to put a predator into play. So that's a Prismatic Mushrooms, more Prismatic Mushrooms, a Trail of Ooze, a Pitch Black Passage, Vengeful Stalactites. That's not a predator. There we go, Spindle Scuttler. Comes into play. Excellent. Oh, that's the Matron too. All right. Clear with Harm. Okay, that's not ideal. So here we are. And we will draw our next path card and we find a Pitch Black Passage. All right, we actually have to read that. When one or more is added to this feature, if it is illuminated, double that. Oof. So we want to see that progress thing. All right, so let's go. So we are here, we've arrived at the location. We have to dig out the rubble and save our friends before time runs out. We have some time up our sleeve, sort of. But yeah, let's get this show on the road. So if you recall, this mission has a thing that we can do. And it is do a fitness check and dig for our friends to scout cards from here. So I think our best option at the moment is to try and get maximum out of those. Maximum. So I'm going to, first of all, I'm going to play Quiet. No, I don't want to play Quiet. I'm going to play my Iron Will Cap. Boom. And then I'm going to discard a Shape the Moment and 2 Fitness to scout cards from this deck, which shouldn't be interacting, shouldn't cause us any fatigue. So let's check what we get. So we get a 0, so our total is 3. So the only way we can succeed here is if this one is the rocks and Quizzy and the 2 robots are here. No, so the rubble's here. So the rubble has to go on top. And we have to draw that, yep. So if any of the scouted cards are shifting rubble, they must be placed on top. And so we've found the shifting rubble. And Quizzy's next. Yep, excellent. All right, so this is an obstacle when a feature is attached. Okay, so this has no effect. This has no effect. This says if this being is illuminated, or if you have 2 or more fatigue, exhaust this being. We don't have 2 or more fatigue. It's not illuminated. We do have to read this Pitch Black Passage, and that one hasn't come in. Oh, that one has come in. No, Has it? Add 1 harm to the attached card. All right, let's have a look at the thing that we're supposed to read when that comes up. We need to bring this up. Boom. And we need to read 149. Bum, 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 bum. Do, 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 do. Pitch Black Passage. We have not braved the dark. There are very few places in the arcology ruin that anyone considered to be well lit, yet many chambers and passages at least partially illuminated by bioluminescent plants and fungi, and by what remains of the artificial lighting the Estians installed. The passageway, however, is the darkest you've seen. It's though it emanates darkness, projecting it outward to swallow the light. There could be any number of dangers within. You stand before the opening, knowing that you must enter, but hesitant to do so. Clear it with progress while each ranger's thing is on to overcome your fear of the unknown. Cool. Well, we've got enough problems happening here at the moment. I don't think we need to worry about that. So let's maybe scout with an eagle eye. And while we're at it, we'll exhaust our roll to bring this Shape the Earth back into hand. Yep, so eagle eye. Do I want to do it? Yeah, we'll do it. 1, 2, 3. There's a shadow in the dark with a fatiguing being. Spindle, Scuttler, Warren. Each being that is not illuminated gains persistent. Don't like that. Vengeful stalagmites. Yep, so there's a lot of bad things happening at the moment. A lot of bad things. This one's only fatiguing us for 1. So I'm going to put that on top. I'm going to put that on top. I'm going to put that there. And then we're going to draw this guy. So we know that we have some vengeful stalactites along the way. Stalactite, hold on tight. Yeah, not a positive start right now. Not as good as our last start. I guess we try and connect with the Spindle Scuttler matron. Yep, let's try and connect with her. Okay, so we've put 2 progress on her. We have this effect, so nothing. This adds 1 harm to this feature. This, if this being is illuminated, it's not. And this is add 1 to the attached card, but there is no attached card. Shifting Rubble. It only attaches to the path card with the highest presence. Interesting. We can't do a connect test with that because it's disconnected. So, am I passing? Light as a feather. Choose any number of path cards within reach and shuffle them into the path deck and then draw 1 path card. We could play that manifestation to get rid of all this stuff. Now let's hold for the moment. We've got that option up the sleeve. We've got our get out of jail free card if we want that. So we're actually going to pass. So we're going to draw a card. Sketchbook's nice. Sketchbook is very nice. This comes back, this comes back, this comes back. We draw a path card, and it is the Shadow in the Darkness. It fatigues us for 1. Alright, so now we probably do want to exhaust that guy so we don't get chomped. Alright, so we've drawn a path card, we're done. So we're going to play Sil's Sketchbook for 1. It comes in with 2 sketches on it. Very nice. And clear this guy with progress would be great. So let's draw. No, we don't want to draw. We want to do a search for Quizzy. So I am just going to use 1 fitness. I don't have my spell that lets me automatically choose. So let's discard this. So we've got 2. As long as we don't see a -2, we're definitely getting Quizzy out. We see a +1, and that's actually a great result for us. So Quizzy comes out. Quizzy Voss, she's down here. This feature isn't attached. For the remainder of this test, all areas count as illuminated. If within reach is not illuminated, Which one comes first, the weather or the location? I should check that. Which one comes first? Performing a test. Weather cards comes first, then the location card. Excellent. So that triggers lovely with that. It means we don't have to worry about bringing down more spindle scuttlers. This is going to attach to the path card with the most highest presence, and that's going to attach to here, which is very nice. I can shuffle all of these path cards back into the deck now if I want, using my light as a feather manifestation. What did I spend? I spent that on Sil's sketchbook. All right, if I want to draw, okay. So I think we just try and clear Quizzy, don't we? I don't have 2 fatigue, so this doesn't bother us. This test isn't going to end, but there is an active predator, so unless we clear Quizzy, she is going to potentially get chomped. So let's draw. Let's draw a picture of... No. Let's play light as a feather. We're going to discard our glint, and we're going to shuffle all of these back into the path deck. Not the rubble, that goes back into this deck. This and this. I'm sort of okay with this guy being out, but yeah, let's reduce our risk of stuff happening. And draw 1 path card. And hopefully it's not a Spindle Scuttler matron again. It's a juvenile Spindle Scuttler. It's disconnected. Okay, so that's fine. That's good for us. So that's if we have 3 or more injury. Exhausted, had harm. So she's not going to die if the Spindle Scuttler eats her. Great, so we'll try and connect with Quizzy. It's a 0. So we get to add 2 progress to Quizzy. Add 1 runoff to this card. Each ranger suffers 1 fatigue. So there's a runoff. Add 2 to the active feature with the highest presence. There isn't one. Discard 1 progress or 1 token from a machine, tech, or gear. Quizzy, stop stealing my stuff. All right, well, I guess we'll take it off the iron wool cap. It's fine. Quizzy, you are the worst sometimes. Did you know that? Just the worst. Do we use the sketchbook now? Probably just use the sketchbook. Oh, I can't have the sketchbook. No, it's 2, 2, and 2. That's unfortunate. I hadn't used it yet, so that's fine. Actually, what I will do is I'll discard that to connect with Quizzy. Quizzy's connected. We're going to clear her and add her to this buried survey team, and let's read what happens when we do so. Quizzy enters play. Dad! Quizzy yells. She runs to Harlan, who scoops her up in his arms and hugs her tightly. Oh, my beautiful baby girl, he says, voice choking with tears. In response, Quizzy sobs into his chest with relief. You're all right, he says softly. You're all right. Harlan looks over to you at his daughter's head, his eyes glittering with tears. Each ranger soothes 2 fatigue and add 2 progress to both Harlan and Quizzy. That happened when she came into play, actually, so that's fine. So all 3 humans have been rescued. Yep. And have all 3 bubbles checked off. 1.111. Your work done. You find a place to rest within the sheltered chamber. Harlan dampens a rag with his canteen and begins to wipe the tears and grime from his daughter's cheeks. Cal unlaces his boots and pours a surprising number of jagged rocks from them onto the floor. No one speaks. Every few minutes you feel another quake, but with each subsequent tremor, the intensity seems to decrease. Eventually there is only a deep rumbling sound coming from somewhere below. You hear the sound of approaching footsteps, and then the space is suddenly filled with light. Solaro Marco stands at the threshold, his brightly glowing lambent's rig held aloft. I thought we might need some light, he starts. then looks and sees you, Quizzy, Harlan, and Cal dishevelled, covered in dust, battered but alive. Oh, thank the ancestors, he says breathlessly. You're all safe. Oh, thank goodness. Solaro slumps against the wall in relief, and for once his boundless enthusiasm seems to have left him. When we felt the first quake, I knew that I'd put you all in harm's way. Solaro, I said. Solaro, if your foolish meddling has gotten your friends hurt, or worse, I don't know what I would have done. Solaro wipes tears away from his eyes. We record Save the Team on the campaign tracker. Look at us go. Save the team. We are the team savers. Nice. Go to 111A. Suddenly, another intense quake rocks the chamber. Well, how many earthquakes are we going to have here, guys? You instinctively place your hands on the ground or against a wall, trying to maintain your balance. Solaro stumbles, drops his lambent's rig and falls to the floor. Above you, the countless tons of rock and earth groan and creak, but hold. Without missing a beat, Solaro rolls into a sitting position and places his hands against the wall, feeling the vibration in the rock. When it stops, he opens his notebook and hastily scribbles something on the page. He speaks to himself under his breath and then looks up at you, his eyes wide. It's as I feared, he said. Whatever I did to wake up the arcology, all right. But not in the way I expected. I thought that maybe the lights would turn on, or the doors would open, or the preserved day mechanisms would stabilise. But instead, I think the whole system's trying to reactivate. Machinery that's been dormant for centuries, perhaps attempting to execute some final directive instilled in it by the last of the Estians. There's no telling what will happen when all systems switch on and no one there to guide them. It could be collapsing on itself. What if the arcology system somehow caused the Estians' extinction? The people of the valley could be next. You put a hand on Solaro's shoulder and remind him there's no need to panic. You'll get to the bottom of this and set things right. Of course, he says. I'm being foolish. I honestly have no idea what's happening or what will happen in the days to come. All I know is that this is all my fault. I put the entire valley in jeopardy with my short-sighted behaviour. Solaro's voice is grave and firm. Whatever I hope to learn down here doesn't matter anymore. We need to find whatever's causing these quapes, perhaps a malfunctioning engine of some kind, and shut it down. He looks at you, his eyes grim. I must ask you for your aid once again, my friend. Please, help me correct this grievous error. Gain the long dark and rattling the cage missions. We didn't feel a sudden quake. The long dark and rattling the cage. The long dark. This is cool, man. All right. Let's read the long dark. The long dark, you must venture into the deepest section of the arcology. Perhaps there you can find a way to stop the earthquakes that threaten to destroy the arcology and the valley above. We need to arrive at the cage. Okay, whatever Solaro did at the Concordant Ziggurats has brought the arcology to life, which is causing massive earthquakes emanating from the cage deep underground. Read the following entry based on the number of days since you received this mission. Okay, I've added those entries for this. So we're underway with what I assume will be the main story. So we have to arrive at the cage. We must venture to the deepest section of the arcology. So if we go over here and look at our map, we need to get lower. And we can't go down because these caves are flooded and this vault is locked. So we need to try and find Lun. Ranger Lun. I don't know where he is. I don't know what he's doing. We're going to find him. All right. Well, that's good. Well done, team. That was excellent. So I don't think Ranger Lun's in this set, is he? Where is he? Well, we could go to the flooded passage, I suppose. That was the other way. You could get into the flooded passage. It's a locked door and the flooded passage. Yeah, so the flooded passage is actually in play as well, by the way. Because we're in that location. But we need a rebreather to be able to clear that. All right, well. Exciting times. We don't have enough fitness to bring quiet in. We can refresh and bring light as a feather back into hand. let's do that. We need to get some glints, so we need to do some tests, really. I'm actually just going to pass. Yep, I'm just going to pass. I will need to get my fitness back so I can bring Quiet out to sort us out. We have, oh no, the big chick as well. Maybe we're doing light as a feather again. And we're drawing Touch of the Verdessa. Do we have Flora? No. Be a good way to clear these pests. Biomelds. All right, so we are in a location where there may not be a being, but I don't have any sparks. So glints rather. So let's play Quiet. And then let's try and evade the Spindle Scuttler Matron, I guess. We'll do 3. And we'll use this light as a feather again. So the evade check passes, we get a glint. This being is not illuminated. This being is not illuminated. And we don't have any fatigue. So that's it. That's a great time to get a glint, Deno. There's no fatiguing. Okay, well, can't connect with them because I don't have my light. No lights on. We'll bring light as a feather back into hand. This test is no good to us. I guess we remember. We'll do a remember check. So we actually get 2. For the remainder of this test, all areas count as illuminated. If within reach is not illuminated, it is. Illuminated, illuminated. We get to draw 2 cards and choose one. Sill's Sketchbook or Seen Through Cycles. We will take Sill's Sketchbook for those 2 hearts. I like her sketchbook. It's wonderful. All right. We will again do this. This is going to be a bit of a problem now. That was actually, she was exhausted, but she comes back. And we're getting, oh dear, it's Spindle Scuttler Central. What are we going to do about this? I might need to go light as a feather again. I didn't draw a card, so, the Lambant's Rig. So I added this to my deck. It's cool, actually. We can light something up. Choose a path card. It gains illumination till the end of the turn. So, distract to exhaust a being. Use 1 flash. So I'm not sure why that test lets you do stuff. Anyway, that's a good card. We might have that added right now, actually. Yeah, we're going to put that down. So we've got our Lambant's Rig with 3 little bits of light on it. And, what do we do here? Yeah, we just play light as a feather, don't we? Choose any number of path cards within reach. I'll choose all of these. We'll shuffle them into this deck. So we've got to get away from here. We've got to find Ranger Lun. Not even sure where he is, but probably need to find him. Draw a path card. The Trail of Ooze. 153 when it comes into play. All right. We haven't tracked down the ooze, so we're going to go to this. You've seen plenty of ruined equipment through the arcology, but something about this broken metre-high cylinder catches your attention. After a moment, you realise that the interior and exterior of the shattered glass are covered in a thick, translucent goo that still glistens in the light of your Lambant's rigs. Then you see a trail of the same substance heading away from you. The cylinder must have broken recently. More importantly, whatever was in it has escaped. Clear the Trail of Ooze. Cool. All right, well, let's try and clear it, I guess. Got not much else to do. It's a feature, it's not an obstacle. Maybe we start right now by doing a... yeah, we'll bring this back into hand and we'll do a traverse check onto the location while we're not getting exhausted. And, oh, we get another glint. Oh no, I spent my glint to do the thing. So that is a 1, 2, 3, 4. So we have successfully cleared this path. And if this clue is attached to a being, it is not attached to a being. So that's fine. Okay. When the attached being is cleared. Interesting. Okay, so we've cleared this. We've got a glint. So we can leave at any time. The question is, we need to get down. Maybe Orland's Vault. Maybe we try Orland's Vault. It's in the fungal forest. Yeah, so if we look over here, we can't go down because this is locked. We can't go down here because this is flooded. We need a rebreather from a ranger. How do we get a rebreather? Wasn't there a dude at the chimney who was selling them or something? Equipment. Yeah, we can get equipment from Harlan or something like that. So let's try and go back to the chimney and see what we can find from there. All right, so we are going to travel. So we'll travel. We will end the day. We'll draw this into our hand, a sky whip. This goes away. This goes away. That, and that. And these are all disappearing, and we are now going to get some new ones for Orland's Vault. Is old mate Lun in here? No, that's all bad stuff. So where is Lun then? He must be at a pivotal location. So the only place he can be is Chimney at the moment, isn't it? Yeah, 1, 2, 3. And we need mushrooms. The fungal forest. So fungal forest goes in here. This cave system with the spindling scuttlers was rubbish. Did not enjoy that at all. And we'll put one of these in as well. Path cards. This should just be some general cards, the Crimson Fellas, very good. Those go back into the deck. Okay. So we're going to need a new location, and that location is called Orland's Vault. 112. Lead Ranger draws a path card, but let's read 112, because I think it's going to tell us to put the locked door in play. We have not repaired an invention. Don't worry, Holland, I can handle myself. Find where the Estians once slept. Well, where else could they have slept? The oasis of sunlight, maybe. Yeah, all right, maybe we're going up to the oasis of sunlight. Okay, here's the locked passage. It's in play. We have to draw a path card as the lead ranger, and we've found some glowing mushrooms. It's illuminated the world. And it's got mycelial. Oh, we can add a unique token to an equipped tech for every 2 effort. That's cool. Lun's door opener. So this little mushroom is a feature. It is flora. So we can let's do a little explore over it. We'll bring our light as a feather back into hand. Such a great ability, this Prodigy of the Floating Tower. It has been extended my solo plays by such a dramatic amount. It's not a being, so quite can't chomp it. Let's explore. No, we can't avoid it. I'm happy to take a fatigue, actually. Let's just traverse Orland's Vault, spending our 2 thing. Okay, so we successfully traverse the vault, taking a fatigue from this glowing mushroom. We have 4 on there, so we can leave straight away if we want to. Yeah, I think I want to get to the chimney, so I'm going to get to the chimney. Yeah, this is the only part of the game that is just a bit silly. As I said, I think it's better when you're a multiplayer version of this game. It takes a little bit longer, requires a little bit more engaging together. Yeah. Alright, so artery, mycelial conclave. We're none of these, we just want the chimney. Solaro, the plinth. Yep. Alright. Was one of these guys. Harlan's in the artery. How do we get to the artery? Where is the artery? Interesting. So these go into here. And we'll grab one of these. I've done a bad job shuffling these. We'll worry about that another time. Don't tell anyone. I won't tell anyone if you don't. Alright, the chimney. I don't think we have to add anyone to this for the chimney. I think we have to draw a card. I think we just have to put that thing in play. Otherwise put the plinth in play, then read the journal entry for that card, the plinth. There's the plinth, it's in play. Okay, I fixed it. Almost. This one card is upside down. Okay, so no more locked passage, we just have the chimney, bang, the plinth. Let's read the plinth story. It's right there. The chimney is settled. We can trade with the expedition's quartermaster. So yeah, maybe we try. Yeah, browse to move your thing to this feature. Yeah, okay, so I mean that might let us buy a, what do we need? A rebreather. Let's see if we can do that. So let's put our awareness. Oh, we need to draw a path card when we arrive, don't we? Oh, Solaro. Hello, mate. What are you doing here at 124? We have neither of those. We can clear him to learn about his book. I don't think I want to learn about his book that badly. Okay. So I want to do an awareness check. So I'll spend 1. We pass the awareness check. This is illuminated, which is great. So our ranger token is here. This is friendly, so it doesn't fatigue us. And I guess we will try and, this is unexhausted, so we're going to take light as a feather back into hand, and then we'll try and traverse the plinth, spending this 2. And, oh, we fail, but there's no active predator, so we just gain 3 of this. We'll do a ranger check, so we fail. Add a runoff to this card. That's 2. We fatigue for 1. And that's it. So we'll draw another card. A Coruscating Phantom. It's a Biomeld Predator. It's got Ambush. No. Sky Whip coming up, baby. If you have an equipped tech, exhaust this Predator and suffer an injury. I do not like that. We do have a manifestation. We can Sky Whip it. So we can do that. We could also Touch of the Verdessa, but it's not. Yeah, so we need to Sky Whip the crap out of it. Alternatively, we just get around it in a different way. We need the... Oh, I'd love me sketchbook back instead of my cap. Oof. Okay. So that came back, didn't it? Yes. Alright, I think we exhaust the Coruscating Phantom instead of trying to get around it. So let's exhaust the Coruscating Phantom. We succeed. Everything's illuminated. And then it's exhausted. Avoid, I should say. And then we'll do a test to traverse the plinth. It's a -2, can you believe? Oh no. Hang on. Yeah, I'm discarding that because I can. Because I didn't do that. We get another glint, that's fine. Sunlight, we suffer another fatigue, but we are going to clear this. So we have 120. But within reach is illuminated because of this guy. So we don't have to do anything. Okay. So we're going to read 120. Tiny little cheat there, but we'll accept it. 120, the plinth. We've cleared it, go to 120. It's good to see you again. See anything you like? No need. Yeah, alright, that's a shame. So let's just choose a starting gear or attachment card that we meet the requirements for. I don't think there was a rebreather in that collection, so we're going to find the rebreather in another way. Okay, well, that's cleared. Can't traverse there anymore. We could connect with this guy, I suppose. Let's actually connect with Solaro and see if we can get him out of here. Get out of here, Solaro. Oh, so we put 2 progress on him. We get another glint, that's nice. We are going to suffer another fatigue. Have I got a heart? Yeah, I'm discarding Sil's sketchbook. So we clear Solaro with 124. Clear 124.6. That's a lot of reading there. Gain the Expedition Logbook reward card and the Expedition's Path mission card. What? Okay, well that seems okay. The Expedition's Logbook and the Expedition's Path. You can equip the Expedition Logbook reward card. Return to Solara and clear him with progress once this mission has been completed. We've got missions everywhere. Wonder if we can equip this reward path, reward thing. Rebreather, where do we get them? Expedition Logbook, okay. Then read 197. So we can get some clues by this expedition logbook. We'll have to add that in, I think. That seems fun. Solaro's discarded. Okay, so we'll just rest. Gain that, gain that, gain that. Get this back. This comes back. Draw a path card. Humming circuits. Powered. This machine gains illumination. It's got 2 power. One area has more total. Move this predator to that area. If you have an equipped tech, exhaust this predator. Suffer 1 injury. We have several equipped techs, so our first action nearly every turn has to be either to sky whip him. I didn't draw a card. Riri the Sparrowhawk. Okay. So do I bring her and then exhaust that? We need to. I think we need to go to this oasis of sunlight. Maybe it's the only thing I can think to do, really. We've got to find our friend Lun. There's no other path unless we can get a rebreather or this locked passage. Yep, cool. All right. We'll just wander around for a bit and see what we can find, eh? When you interact with this location, dodge all illuminated cards. All right, I can just dodge that, but he'll still pop me if I flip that. So I probably just need to exhaust it. Avoid it will require me to use this Sky Whips card. That'll only get me 2, and I need to not flip a minus. Or we just eat him. Yeah, so let's exhaust the Hawk, put 1 here, and let's exhaust Quiet to put 3 here, and 2 onto Quiet, and then next turn the Hawk can just eat him. That seems fine. Yep, and we'll actually just rest. It's not worth the risk here. So, yeah, capacitive leech is fine. We can get rid of that. No problems. We draw a card. Secret map. If there is an active predator, exhaust it, add 2 to it, and add 1 to this being. Yeah, so we can just basically... Yeah, so the Hawk's just going to go chomp and eat the coruscating phantom, claw its eyes out. Good on you, little Hawk. I love my Hawk friend. We'll try and avoid this capacitive leech. And we'll discard Sky Whip. We succeed, which is good. So that guy's exhausted. And we will then traverse the location using 2 and 2. So that's only 3 progress on the location, but we do ignore this card. We'll bring Light as a Feather back into hand. Do we need to do anything else at the moment? No, that's fine. That is fine. So yeah, we'll do this. We'll do this. We'll draw a card. We'll draw a path card. Ooh, a Sudden Darkness. Place this card in the surroundings. While this card is in play, areas cannot be illuminated. At the end of the round, discard this moment. So areas cannot be illuminated. So this dodges all illuminated cards, but that doesn't help us because nothing is illuminated now. Sudden Darkness, that sucks. Do I want Quiet to just chomp that guy out of here so I don't have to worry about him anymore? I've only got 1 Quiet now, so I don't think I want to do that because I've got my other little friend. Yeah, let's dodge that guy again. Yeah, we'll spend 2 awareness to dodge him. Avoid it, I should say. Successful avoid. It's gone. We will then... That comes back. We'll bring Seen Through Cycles back into our hand, I think. And then we'll just do a traverse up here on the location, as long as this isn't a -2. It's not, it's a +1. We suffer another fatigue. And this is power to add 1 power to the machine with the least power. The fatigue. And that's it. So we can now leave this location. So we'll travel over to the Oasis of Sunlight. That's fine. So we just need to clear all this stuff. And we've got a new card now. This is exciting. We're going to use a brand new location set. It is the Flooded Ruins. How cool. Oh, there's little dudes. Veiled Axle Attack? What is that? Flooded Chamber. Sparkling Circuits. This is cool, man. I dig it. Alright, so we need to do this. The Oasis of Sunlight. 1, 2, 3. It's a brand new location. Drenching, Sebadar, no. There it is. That one can go away. I don't mind these moments, they're pretty good. Pretty interesting. Oh, randomly shuffle 3 paths into the woods set into the path deck. Okay. Fine. If I get that big buff head, I'm going to be very unhappy with this. What's that guy? The Biomeld, the big unit. That'll be bad. Alright, Lead Ranger, draw a path card. That's me. Hello. All areas are illuminated unless a ranger has fewer than 10 cards remaining in their ranger deck. I have 7, so not all areas are illuminated. Incendiary Lilies, and then to start my turn, the Trail of Ooze is back. Okay, so this is a water, a ruin, and a flora. Alright. Let's clear this Trail of Ooze, I reckon. So I can do that in a cool way. I'm going to use Shape the Earth, but it's only going to cost me 1 fitness and a glint. To add a progress to each of these, 1, 2, 3. And then I will place it all on the Trail of Ooze. So let's clear it with progress and read 153. So if we're at a cave location, this is a cave, yes. As you follow the Trail of Ooze, you notice that it seems to be growing wetter. You must be closing in on whatever it is that escaped. Then you spot it. You suppose you shouldn't be surprised. The jelly-like mass lurking in the rubble-strewn corridor looks just like a blob of ooze. You're trying to decide what the best way to capture it would be when you notice ripples flowing down its outer surface. Slowly, sinuously, limbs elongate out of the blob. The surface takes on a darker colour, a rougher texture, and a head begins to emerge. The blob is transforming into something else entirely. Search the mountain pass for a pouching... What? Clear the shape-shifting being with progress to subdue it. This is crazy. Alright, search the mountain pass for a pouncing Aatrox. Get out of here. The mountain path set for a pouncing Aatrox. There it is. The old growth set for a dozing bear sloth. There it is. And the grassland set for a blood-beckoned Velox and a hungry Scroff. 1, 2. Okay, so shuffle that together to form the Shapeshifter deck. Draw a being from the Shapeshifter deck and put it into play. Attach Trail of Ooze to that being. We have found a Dozing Bear Sloth. Wonderful. Clear the Shapeshifting being with progress to subdue it. Only 6 progress, eh? Sure. When the attached being is cleared. Okay, so this Dozing Bear Sloth is a... If there's a flora along the way, there is not a flora along the way. If this predator is along the way, suffer a fatigue. If you have 4 or more fatigue, exhaust this being. Okay. This is a crazy... Is this a water feature? No. What a crazy time to be us, trying to connect with this Dozing Bear Sloth. Yeah. Alright, I think I can bring... No, my Sills sketchbook is out of action. I really need my boots to come back. Alright, I'm going to try and connect with that guy and hope that we flip a +1 on this Dozing Bear Sloth. Connection! It's a 0, so that's okay. So we're adding 2 progress to the Dozing Bear Sloth. For the remainder of this round, everything counts as illuminated. Add 1 to an active water feature. That's this Incendiary Lilies, unfortunately. But if this predator is along the way, it is not along the way. It's right here next to us. Okay. Let's dodge that guy. We successfully dodge him. So that's great, which means none of this happens. And that's it. We're going to rest. This comes back. This comes back. We draw a card. A circuitous route. Ooh, I might spend this now. Suffer fatigue equal to that presence. Fatigue's the real problem for us at the moment. Don't have any way to soothe it. Yeah, let's do that. We'll pay a circuitous route and we're discarding that and suffering 1 fatigue. Cool, so this guy's back online. Let's avoid him again. And I will bring Shape the Earth back into hand. Yep, we're going to avoid him by discarding Eagle Eye. So we've got a +1. It's a pass, it's another glint. Each ranger suffers 1 fatigue. If there is 5 or more runoff on this card, flip this card. So there is. So that's getting flipped to a shimmering runoff. Along the way is illuminated. That's awesome. So we successfully avoided that guy. Let's try a connect test. And I still don't have any hearts in hand, do I? No. Alright, another connect test. So it's a 0, so we're up to 4. Sunlight, and this is discarded, a thingy. So sunlight, move 1 feature or being and discard runoff equal to its presence. So we'll move this Incendiary Lilies up to here. Yep. And that's it. We're gonna rest again. Oh, it's getting hairy. Sparkling circuits. This Machine Villain's illumination. These are on fire. That's cool. We can redirect the dangerous current. X is equal to the number of power. All right, so I think we just go for a connect test now. Did I draw a card? I didn't. Eagle Eye. All right, we just go for a connect. I really wish I had my one that let me choose things. I don't have a single heart. Do I have any moments that I can draw back into hand? Yeah, I guess we'll draw Shape the Earth back into hand. All right, this needs to be a 0 or a +1. Come on. No, it's a -1. So we just go to 5. Add 1 to each active water feature, 1 harm. So this is a feature, but it's not water. So this is a feature. We're about to suffer an injury. We're not going to clear this. Feature machine. Do I use a focus and redirect to clear that? To a machine or tech? I can power up my Lambent's rig. Oh, I can just use a focus to use a flash. If we see another one of these, this guy pops us, which is bad. Let's use our iron wool cap. We're going to play paths we've roamed before. That's going to allow us to take that, put them on top of our fatigue stack. We need to find a way to soothe fatigue is actually what we need to do. I mean, I really don't want to have to do this, but let's do it. Let's dodge this and hope we don't flip that bottom symbol. We don't. We're going to move the sparkling circuits up to here. So this is now dodged, and that's going to clear 2 off that. So we're down to 2. That's 1 and 2. And then I think we want to try and traverse the incendiary lilies and clear them off. So come on, Deno. Yes. So the incendiary lilies are cleared. This is adding another power, so it's got 4 power. And that's it. All right, so the lilies aren't going to blow us up. We will go one more round. It's our little mole friend. We're getting this. Oh, it's a scavenging sawtooth. But we should be able to clear this guy, barring an absolute disaster. All right, quiet. We're going to discard quiet to chomp this scavenging sawtooth. It's dead. Still no hearts, by the way. Problem with my deck. We'll connect, spending 2. Just don't be a -2. Yes. So we clear this predator, and we have 153.8. We saved the little guy. The being that the trail of ooze is attached to is cleared with progress. After what felt like hours of fighting, coaxing and trying to avoid getting hit by the being's attacks, the ooze finally seems to understand you're not a threat. It begins to shift again, but this time it does so slowly and almost sheepishly. Instead of shifting into another predator of the valley, it takes on a form that appears to be its actual self, a small and vulnerable slug-like being. As you approach it carefully, you realize that the shape-shifting ability must be the entity's defense mechanism. By appearing to be a much larger and more fearsome predator, it can probably scare off most things that want to eat it. We are going to record Track Down the Ooze. On the campaign tracker. Gain the shapeshifter reward. Cool. Alright, where is the shapeshifter? I love new reward cards, they're fun. I need this door opener, man. Give me the door opener. Shapeshifter. There he is. He's another companion. 2 awareness, so I can have him. Shuffle a being attached to this biomeld into the path deck. Oh, this guy's sick. What a legend. Oh, that's so fun. It's the animal party over here. We're having an animal party with all my friends. Okay, so that Trail of Ooze is now removed. We don't use that anymore from the game, I'm pretty sure. These all go back into their respective sets. I got to add that Shapeshifter card into the deck. That's sick. Pouncing Aatrox, Dozing Bear Sloth. All right, this is a problem, this location. But we can traverse it relatively easily. So let's do a bit of traversing. Have we got Light as a Feather? Yeah, we'll bring that back. And then we'll use it to traverse, spending 1. So we do add 2 progress to that for the traverse. I should actually use this as well because I'm not doing much else. So yeah, we're traversing that, we're clearing that, there's nothing else. And then we will do another traverse using these 3 on the location. So we get the 3 from here. Bit perplexed to where to go now, really. Where are we going to find this guy? Do we go back down to the Scuttler network? Yeah, maybe we try the Drenching Chamber or something, perhaps? Not sure. Let's go to the Desert of Endless Night, I reckon. We'll go there and see what we can find. We're in the Oasis of Sunlight, yeah. Yep, so we're going to travel down to the Scuttler network, but we're actually going to end the day there. So we're going to end the day, and we'll do a little bit of fun stuff while we're here. We're going to end the day, and because we're camping, we can make changes to our deck and what have you. So we're going to travel. We are over here in the Scuttler network, and the path terrain will be this cave system one, travel and camp. Great. So yeah, so we can add Shapeshifter. We can add this Expedition Logbook. And this is where I find the game really annoying, because I just want to add all these cards into my deck and I don't know what to get rid of. It sucks, man. It sucks so much. All right, so we know that Big Dog Meet Big Dog has a problem at the moment with soothing fatigue. So the Iron Wool boots are definitely staying. This circuitous route has proved pretty useful. I think we might keep that. The secret map, I don't think I need 2 of them. It's only 1 icon. Have I got 2 of them? I've only got 1. Yeah, and I've only got 2 of them. So I'll discard that. So that's 1. These ones aren't in the deck. I like having the Sparrow and Quiet. They work well together. Yes. So this Paths We've Roamed Before is good. The sketchbook is great icons. The Mole is a legend. Shape the Earth and Eagle Eye are essential. Seen Through Cycles is essential. We can keep 1 of these maps. Touch of the Verdessa is a great weapon. So's that. So's that. Probably, do I need 2 circuitous routes? Maybe not. Paths We've Roamed Before is the question. I can probably get away with just 1 of those, because unless I have a better solution for yeah, and I think I'll ditch an Iron Wool Cap. So we're going to drop 3 cards out of our deck. I'm going to put in a shapeshifter. I guess we'll put in an expedition logbook. And maybe we'll put in 2 shapeshifters. He seems like a fun guy. So that's it. That's fun. We'll try that out. Cool, so we're going to find ourselves in the Scuttler network, and I feel like we're trying to find Lun at the moment. I don't know where he is, but we've got to find him because he's the one who's going to give us the ability to either get a rebreather or unlock that locked passage. So, cool, all right. I will catch you on the next episode of BigDenoPlays, Earthborne Rangers, Legacy of the Ancestors. BigDeno out.